Welcome to The Insight. Today we're doing a deep dive into, a big marketing puzzle. How to genuinely connect with Gen Z.
Yeah, it's a tough one. They're savvy, they're everywhere digitally, but reaching them authentically, that's the challenge.
Exactly. So we're looking at a really interesting approach today, focusing on a company called True. They're doing something different with digital video advertising in the US.
hmm True operates right at that intersection between the real world and the digital space.
Yeah.
They use these physical media networks, but with all the flexibility you'd expect online. Brand safe, too.
And these aren't just small signs we're talking about. Think massive. Large format screens and towers. They're placed strategically so, honestly, you just can't miss them.
Right. And what really makes True stand out is they're the only company in the U.S. with exclusive contracts, actual permission
Mhm.
to put advertising right there on college and university campuses.
That exclusivity is huge, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It lets them build this incredible network. We're talking over 1,000 campuses across the country.
Wow.
Yeah, giving direct access to more than half of all U.S. college students. So that's like 8 million consumers aged 18-24.
And right where they are every day.
Right.
Big names too, right? Like NYU, UCLA.
Yep, University of Florida, Arizona State, Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah.
The list goes on. The ads aren't just tacked on either. They're integrated into campus life.
Exactly.
High traffic spots, think student housing, dining areas, student centers, even athletic facilities, places students go all the time.
Okay, so they're seeing these screens a lot.
Definitely. Data shows students visit areas with True screens at least 15 times a week. And the dwell time, over 76 minutes in those spots. That's real engagement time.
So let's dig into why this particular approach works for Gen Z. Who are they, really? We know the years roughly 1995 to 2012.
Right. And they're not just kids. They influence something like 36% of household purchases, their own spending power, over $140 billion.
That's serious impact.
It is. They're smart, educated, intuitive.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. They might be digital first, but they're also massive digital skeptics.
Meaning they don't just buy everything they see online,
Exactly. They trust very little that only exists online. They crave authenticity.
which makes traditional online ads, well, problematic.
Very. You've got all the usual issues. Privacy worries, ad fraud, people using ad blockers.
So brands are looking elsewhere. Social media must struggle with that authenticity thing too.
Immensely, yeah. For this demographic, social media doesn't always hit that trust mark, so brands need alternatives.
And this is where True's approach really shines then, because it's physical.
Precisely. True is better than social media for this because it offers these no fraud, no skip, no block video screens. You get guaranteed audience engagement. But in the real world, it cuts through those online trust issues.
Okay, so it's about presence, but also relevance, right? How do they target?
Yeah, it's all about contextual advertising. Location and placement are key. They use an ad server to deploy and optimize everything.
Like dynamic content.
Exactly. You can have ads triggered by the weather, live sports scores showing up, product promotions based on the specific location, or even the time of day. It makes the ads feel really relevant.
And does that relevance actually land?
Seems so. ComScore audit data from 2024 showed that, on average, across places like campus rec centers, student unions, retail spots, 75% of students found the ads on True screens relevant. That's a pretty strong number.
It really is. And who's using this? What kind of brands?
It's a really wide mix, lots of categories: QSR, CPG, entertainment, finance, apparel, tech, you name it.
Any specific names you can share?
Sure, think big players. OpenAI, Bank of America, McDonald's, Netflix, Live Nation, Adidas, Target, H&M, Apple, even Meta. They're all using the network.
Wow, okay. That's quite the list. It speaks volumes.
And the scale backs it up. True generates 789 million impressions every single month.
Per month. That's huge.
Yeah, it means high-impact placements right when these young adults are forming habits and making memories.
So wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway for, for our listeners?
I think it's that True's digital video network provides this really unique, effective way for brands to connect with Gen Z authentically. It's about delivering impact in environments they actually trust.
Right. Bridging that gap between the real and digital worlds, which seems more important than ever. It's not just about ads, it's about building trust.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to a final thought for you, our listener. As this digital landscape keeps shifting, where else do you think this kind of real-world, contextually relevant advertising could forge really powerful connections? Something to mull over.
Definitely food for thought.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into campus advertising with True. We really appreciate you listening. Hope it gave you some valuable insights. Goodbye for now.
Thanks, everyone. Goodbye.